Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Tiffany and today we are talking about this book right here is my friend. It's amazing. I'm a little tired because today was a really long day. Excuse the hot mess because I literally just came home from work and I wanted to get this little video up so that way I could share it. But what I wanted to talk about was last year, my mother and Dominic and I went to a place in Hopewell Furnace, which is like a National Historic Site in Pennsylvania, I think. I don't know. I have to look. Hold on. Actually, I can just look right here. Hold on. Sorry. Pennsylvania. Yes, Pennsylvania. I should know that, but I lose track of things. So, see, Pennsylvania, right there. That's actually a picture of it, right here. Anyway, we were at Hopewell Furnace, and in the gift shop, they had these books. They had different sizes, and this is like the larger one out of them. But what it is it lists all of the national parks throughout the United States. They break it into sections, so you have different parks throughout each state, and they link them all together in different regions. The cool thing about it is with the book that we got, you get a map. It's in the front of the book and it just folds out and you can keep it in there, and it actually has each state and then where each national park is located on the state. So say for instance, if we like to do road trips, you wanted to do a road trip and you were going to go from where we are, Pennsylvania, and go out west, you could kind of gauge to see where each one is located, so that way maybe you could get to a couple of them to check them off. So what it is it's basically like a keepsake. So when you go to one of the national, I'm going to move up a little bit so you can see it. When you go to one of the national parks that's listed in there, and there's so many, and people I don't think realize how many there actually are. And I doubt in our lifetime that I'm going to get to all of them. But I thought it would be something neat to then pass down to Dominic. So on this past Friday, we went to one that was in Maryland. So what you would do is each gift shop, or not gift shop, but the gift shop, but the visitor center to wherever you're going, you would get a stamp, and then it has the stamp with the date and when you were there. And then it also has these regional stamps. So if a park is celebrating a celebration of so many years, or different things, they actually have sheets that you can buy individually. They have multiple ones on there, and then you would actually get to put the stamp on there too. So we started this last year as something fun to do. It's kind of like a little checklist, and if you know me, I like checklists. And it just is interesting because it gives you a little idea of what the park is about with the information and where it is, and then you can just go there. So literally Friday I woke up and I tried to type in to see which was not too far. This was maybe almost 3 hours away, and then I just drove us, my mother and Dominic and I, there. So we've been to a couple. Some of the states do have multiple locations for it. So for instance, we went and did Delaware, the first state that's on there. It has multiple locations. So if that's the case, I won't check this off until we get to all of them. You actually have a back area that should be at the end of the region section, and you can actually put your stamps. They're called cancellations, the stamps. You can actually put them on there, and then some of them have special stamps too. So we did this one July 5th of last year, and this was the courthouse. So the courthouse in Newcastle has its own, and then some of them have the part of the Underground Railroad. They have their own, so you would get something like that. So this is really neat, and we love this. We've only been to a couple so far. We actually have been to more than what are stamped in here in Maine specifically. There's only 3 and we've been to 2 out of 3 and we will be getting to the 3rd one in October. But I don't want to just stamp it just because, well, you can actually call the park and give them a date of when you were there and they can mail it to you. That was something that somebody told us before. But I just want to go back there again because it's such a cool thing to be able to like actually stamp it in your book. And like I said, I doubt we'll be able to get to all of them in my lifetime, but then Dominic, since he does this with us, he'll pass it, he'll have it, and then hopefully he can continue it with his family, and it'll just be something that they can do and he can see how many that he can check off. So I will put a link in there to how you can purchase this if this is something that you're interested in doing. Like I said, it is a lot of fun. It's like a great family thing to do. And it's just such a fun thing because like I said, you don't realize how many parks there are. And the best part about them is majority of them are free. So we went to Hampton in Maryland on Friday. And the only thing that we had to pay for was just tolls to get there. And the rest of it is completely free. So it's such a great thing to do because it doesn't cost anything. I think this book was $24. I'm not sure. I'll have to look, and like I said, I'll link it below. But it's just such an awesome thing. So highly recommend this if you like doing things like this for family stuff. So that is it, and then I'm going to now show you just some clips from what we did at Hampton on Friday, and I will be sharing these. So this will be like a new thing that we do anytime we go. I'll film some parts of it and then I'll just put it up there so that way you get a chance to see where we were. I'm not going to film the whole thing just because I actually want to just enjoy it and just be there and be in the moment. But for the most part, I'll try to get as many snippets of the different things that are there as I can and then put them all together in like some kind of picture collage form with some videos in there just so that you get an idea and see what it is. This past Friday where we were was amazing. It was beautiful. It was a perfect sunny day. It's a mansion. I love all of the historical stuff to the parks and like the stories and having Dominic learn interesting facts about how things were, you know, in a day where there's no Fortnite and Xbox, and just learning about, you know, stuff that we take for granted every day now that was not something that someone had before in the past. So it's such a neat thing for the whole family, and I certainly hope that if you've never heard of it, then definitely check it out. You don't have to get the big one. They do sell smaller ones that are more of like if you want to put it in your backpack, if you do a lot of hiking, or they actually have a children's one now as well for like a junior ranger program. So that's also pretty cool because they have their own that they can do, and they can write little notes and things like that in there. But I think Dominic's just a little bit too old for that now. So we're just going to stick with the big book and then go from there. So hopefully I will be able to share with you in the next one. I'm hoping sometime this weekend, and we'll keep you, you know, checking these out with us and seeing what they're all about. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I am totally going to pass out now because I'm so tired. I actually have my pajamas on already that you can't see, and it's like 6:30 I think. So I am ready for bed already. So everyone have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
She's waiting for love.